everybody, it's Cooper here, and welcome to a pickup video. Now I've got some cool stuff to show you guys today, and a very awesome package from a YouTuber, which I will save for the end. So, just to start off, I got some more memory cards through random Craigslist deals and stuff like that. So, I got two N64 ones here, which I don't really pick up that often, so it's nice to get some more of those. And then I picked up two GameCube memory cards, a 59 block and a 251 block. And then four PS2 memory cards. I got just a standard black one here, and then a clear blue one. And then also a factory sealed pack of the red and blue ones. And this one actually came from a Craigslist deal, so I have three of these now, like factory sealed packages like this, and that's very awesome. I love getting stuff like that. Also, from a random Craigslist deal, I picked up an N64 bundle, and included was the Pikachu N64 system, and they had the matching controller, but they also had this controller, which someone had swapped the back with a yellow one, so they made it to match like the Pokemon Edition controller. But this one has a GameCube stick, so I'm going to be going ahead and keeping this one just as a controller to use, because none of mine, aside from the custom Banjo-Kazooie controller, none of mine have the GameCube sticks installed, so I'm going to be keeping this one to use to play. Next up, from a Goodwill or Salvation Army, I picked up a stuffed Blastoise, and here's a controller so you can compare the size. He's fairly big, and this was 99 cents. Next up are a bunch of Nintendo Power magazines, and I have a friend here in Florida who was going through some boxes in his parents' garage and found a bunch of them and just gave them all to me for free, which was very nice of him. And it was like N64 through GameCube and Game Boy Advance era, and he literally had like every single one. The only problem is that they all had at least some degree of water damage. Some of them were completely unreadable, like all the pages were stuck together. You could see like maybe 3 pages through the whole thing. A lot of them, though, are still completely readable, but like I said, they are water damaged. But I managed to pick out a bunch here that I still needed for my set, and the rest I'm not sure what to do with yet. I tried posting them on Nintendo Age to see if anyone would be interested in them, but not sure what to do with those. But these ones here are the ones that I was still missing, and you know, I'll replace them if I find better condition copies eventually. But I'm going to go through these kind of quickly, just showing the fronts. Not much to really say about them. Most of them still have their posters attached, which is cool. And a lot of the posters in the water damaged ones, I mean, they're all water damaged, but a lot of the posters in the ones that I'm not keeping are still good. So I know I could at least take the posters out, and those are worth a little bit if the magazines themselves aren't. But yeah, if anyone is like interested in water damaged Nintendo Powers, you know, if anyone's interested in just like reading them, I guess, just let me know, and if there's any interest in them, you know, I could work out a trade or something. But yeah, that's it for those. And next up are some movies that I picked up, and all of these come from Goodwills. So first up, I picked up 3 of the Super Mario Bros. DVDs here. And I already have one, but it's not one of these ones. So these are all, like, you know, ones I didn't have, obviously. And they were $3 each, which isn't bad. I would have liked to pay a little bit less for them, but still cool to find those. And then I also found a Sonic the Hedgehog Doomsday Project DVD, and this one's still factory sealed. And this was $2 or $3. I don't remember exactly. I took the price tag off that one. And then these last two here are VHS tapes, and my girlfriend and I have been going around to all the Goodwills and buying Disney VHS tapes, and we've been sticking to just cartoons only. We haven't, not like the Mary Poppins or anything like that. And we've managed to get about 50 or 51 so far, like different ones. and VHSs here at the Goodwills in Central Florida are only 59 cents each, so it's a pretty good deal. And I found these at Goodwills while looking for the Disney VHS and had to pick them up because it was such a great deal, and they're very awesome movies. So the first one is The Lord of the Rings, and this is a cartoon version. And I used to rent these when I was a kid. My mom's friend had like a small video rental store down the road from our house, and we used to rent stuff all the time. And I rented the cartoon version of this all the time. And for 59 cents, it's a great deal. You know, great movie, but it also goes for a little bit more than that on eBay. I think when I looked it up, it was like 10 or 15. So I was glad to find that. And at a separate Goodwill, I also found Return of the King, also the cartoon version. So very awesome to get both of those for like $1.18. Great deal. Next up, from Walmart, I picked up a Toad Pez dispenser. And I was looking for other characters, but they only had Toad, so I'm sure there's others in the set, and I'd like to get them, but glad to get that for now. I think this was like $3 or $4. Next up are Wii games, and there's not too many current gen games in this video. I do have some cool Game Boy stuff though. So going through the Wii games here, through a random Craigslist deal, I picked up a factory sealed copy of Balls of Fury. Really nothing special. Next up is an Atlas title, and I've been eyeing this one at my local GameStop for a while, and I think it was priced at $9, but I'm really glad that I held out because I found it at a different GameStop, mispriced for half that. So for $4.49, I got 101 in one Party Mega Mix, and like I said, it's an Atlas title, complete, and if anything at GameStop was ever mispriced, they always honor the sticker price, so that was awesome to find that for half off what they normally sell for. Next up, also through a Craigslist deal, I picked up Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Just another game I didn't have. Next up, from Game Trader, I picked up Valhalla Knights Elder Saga. And this is one that I've been on the lookout for, and have just never seen it at GameStop or through a Craigslist deal. So I was glad to find it there, and it was marked at $7, but obviously I got it for cheaper than that, so I probably paid like $3 or $4 for that. Next up, from GameStop, I picked up Kate West: The Vanishing Files, and this is a complete copy, and it was $4.49. And if you check this one on eBay, the cheapest complete copy that I saw when I looked this up was like $17 or $18, so for $4.50 I couldn't pass that one up. And then the last one here also comes from GameStop, and this as well was $4.49, and that is Gallop and Ride. And once again, this one's like $15 to $20 for a complete copy on eBay. So for $4.50, didn't want to pass that one up either. So moving on to the DS and 3DS games, I have two of each here. And these ones are all pretty good. These first two came from a Craigslist deal, but they were just cartridges, and I already had the cases and manuals and everything for them. So now they are complete. And the first one is Mario Kart DS. And you might be thinking, why don't you already have that? Well, I just started collecting DS not that long ago, so a lot of the main titles, a lot of the Mario games I still don't have. I don't have any of the Zelda games or anything like that, so there's still lots of games, lots of like common popular games that I still need, so glad to finally get that one. And the other one was Pokemon White version 2, and I have one of these factory sealed, but I didn't have an opened copy, so when I found the cartridge, I already had the case and manual to complete it, so that was cool. And then the two 3DS games here are very cool. The first one is an Atlas title, and it's factory sealed. And I got this from Cybertron, which is a local game store, and I had a bunch of stuff to trade in, just some common Super Nintendo NES games and some extra like third-party controllers and stuff. And I had a little bit of trade credit there, so I picked up a sealed copy of Code of Princess for the 3DS. Very cool. And then the other one here, I actually found it at GameStop, and I'm very glad that I found this. And it's a complete copy of Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. And this was $16.19 And if you look this one up on eBay, the cheapest complete copy is like $45. And whenever you look up like rare 3DS games or like anything like that online, this is one of them that always pops up. So I was glad to find that for a very good price and get that one knocked off the list. Next up is PS2, and all of these came from Craigslist, from a Craigslist deal. I picked up a PS2 with a bunch of like RPGs and everything, and there was, you know, obviously some filler titles as well, but a lot of RPGs were in there, and I was able to get one that I was looking for, which is very cool. So these are all complete, and the first one is Urban Reign, then Midway Arcade Treasures 1, and then the two better titles that I got are Samurai Warriors 2 Extreme Legends, and then this one was very awesome to get, and that is Shining Tears, a complete copy. Very awesome. Glad to get that one. And I just recently put up a PS2 RPG collection video, and that was one of them that wasn't included because I didn't have it yet, of course, but glad to have it now and get that one knocked off the list as well. So moving on to the Game Boy stuff, I picked up three eBay lots here, and I guess I'll start with this one. This is just a complete copy of a game that I picked up. It was a newly listed Buy It Now, and I got this for $11 after shipping, $10 or $11, which is about what a cartridge goes for, and it's a complete copy in very good condition. Complete, they usually run like $20 to $30, so to get it for the price of a cartridge was very awesome, and that is Final Fight 1 for the Game Boy Advance. Box is in really good condition. The only damage at all is this little crease right here, if you can even see that. And the seller shipped it very nicely packaged in a box and everything, so very awesome. And for 10 or 11 bucks, I really cannot complain. That was a great deal. And then from one seller, I picked up two bundles here, and these were all boxes only. So, well, there's like inserts, but there was no instruction manuals. So, boxes and inserts, no cartridges or manuals. And the first one here is a bundle of Mega Man boxes for the Game Boy Advance. So we have Mega Man Battle Network, Mega Man Battle Network 2, Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue version, and Mega Man Battle Network 4 Blue Moon. And what's really cool about these is that I already had like three of the Battle Network box games on the Game Boy Advance, you know, with the boxes and manuals and everything, and none of these were doubles, so it was very cool to pick these up, and this is only 25 bucks, and I really can't complain about that. I thought that was a great deal. And then later, when I went to Game Trader, I picked up a copy of the first game, marked at 7. Of course, I got it for like 3 or 4, so now that one, I believe I just need a manual for. Let me double check really quick. Yeah, so it has the cardboard insert, the baggie, and then these two ads, but no manual. So I still need a manual for that one, and then that one will be complete, but still very cool. And $25 for the 4 boxes I thought was a great deal, and they're all in pretty good condition too. They're not like, you know, mint condition, but still pretty good. So the other lot that I picked up from that seller was an even better deal, in my opinion, and very cool. And it was 2 Legend of Zelda boxes, and I don't have the cartridges yet, and same with the other 3 Mega Man games. I haven't been able to find the cartridges yet. They didn't have them at Game Trader, but they're not too difficult to find, so I will complete these soon. And these are, like I said, 2 Zelda boxes, and they were 30 bucks shipped for the both of them, so 15 bucks each. Really cannot complain. First one is Oracle of Seasons, and they're both in pretty good condition too. And the other one is Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color, which is very awesome. This is like the only Zelda game that I've played through to the end, and it's my favorite Zelda game, so very cool. And after that, I went on eBay and picked up a manual for Oracle of Seasons. So I just need a cartridge now, and that one will be complete. And I think this manual was like $8 or so, like $7 or $8. So not bad. And hopefully I can get those cartridges soon. I will be on the lookout for them. I haven't checked at Cybertron, but I don't really have anything else to trade in right now, so I have to wait a little bit before I can go back in there and trade some stuff in. But hopefully they'll have those and I can complete those. So moving on, I have 2 systems to show you guys. And the first one here is from a pawn shop. And I went to the pawn shop and I asked if I could see the stuff in the back, and they took me into the back room to look at all the video games that are back there that haven't been put out yet. And I found a few things, but not much. And then walking out, I noticed this sitting on a shelf, and the lady that took me into the back to show me the games was not the lady that was going to be ringing up the items for me. So I didn't ask her. I was waiting to go back out and ask the guy that I was going to be trying to deal with, and I ended up not dealing with him and dealing with someone else. I was dealing with the lady that actually took me back there. So I mentioned, I was like, hey, I saw this system on the shelf back there. I was wondering if it was for sale. And she's like, come back and show me. So I pointed it out, and she's like, let me ask really quick. And she asked the manager, and he said that somebody was gonna buy it, and they didn't have the cash on them, so they were gonna go home and come back. And the manager told them, we can hold it for a couple hours, but that's it. And apparently the guy didn't come back. So luckily, I saw this and I was able to pick this up. And it's missing the CD and the game, and that might give it away if some of you guys know, but they're not too difficult to find, and I will complete it very soon. So I got a complete in-box Killer Instinct Super Nintendo bundle, and this is only $60, and it's in pretty good condition. It's got a KB Toy sticker up there, but other than that, it's pretty good. And like I said, it's just missing the cartridge and the Killer Cuts soundtrack CD, but those are not that hard to find, especially just the game. It's like a $5 cartridge, so I'll be able to find those soon, hopefully, and complete this. But for $60, that was a great deal, and I'm so glad that I spoke up and asked about it. And too bad for the guy that was going to buy it but didn't, but I'm glad that I got it. And then last up here, I have a package from a YouTuber, and this is a donation, and it's very, very awesome. So this is from Dmanswish, and I believe we've done some trades in the past, but he sent a note here with it, so I'll go ahead and read this. He said, "Hey Cooper, how's it going? I just wanted to let you know that you are an awesome collector. I've been watching your videos forever, and it's just simply awesome. I wanted to let you know that you were the inspiration that led me to collect games myself. Because of you, I've learned so many great things. In honor of this, I dedicated a custom item just for you. It is truly a one-of-a-kind item for a one-of-a-kind collector. I know it may seem a little amateurish, and I did mess up a few spots, but hey, it was my first try. Anyway, I know you will enjoy it as much as I did creating it. I wish you the best of luck in continuing your collection. Great gaming, man. Take care. Your fellow game collector friend Dalton, aka Dmanswish." So, what he sent me here is a custom painted N64 system and controller. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the controller first, and it looks like he used a blue and red controller here. So blue on the front, red on the back. I don't know if he painted the controller itself. It looks like the front was painted blue. I don't think this was like a standard blue controller, but he put up here's the controller first off, and then up here he put Rare above the Nintendo logo and then 64 below it, so Rare Nintendo 64, which is my eBay username, and he put a little N64 logo here, and then CBB, put my initials down there, which is very awesome and very, very cool. I really appreciate it. And the system here is very cool. And I was going to, when I first saw it, I thought, obviously it's very awesome, and I was going to switch it out with the system that I play on, but unfortunately the power button is like it's like stuck from being painted, and in order to turn it on I have to grab the whole back of the system and like force it on. So it's just going to be a display piece, unfortunately, but still very cool. And I actually have that custom painted NES with the Tune link on the top, and I'm going to put it right next to that, and it's going to look very cool. And this is he painted it, it's a white N64 that he painted. So here's the front, and then here's the top here. So as you can see, he painted a bigger Nintendo logo on the top here, and then he put my SicCooper logo on the bottom, which is very, very cool. And like I said, the button is really hard to turn on. You kind of have to do it like that. Have to grab the whole thing. But still a very cool, very awesome gesture from Dalton to create this, you know, specifically for me, and donate this to my collection. I really appreciate it. And he put up a video, like creating it and everything, like a photo montage, I think. So there will be a link to his channel below, and definitely check that out, and check out the video of him creating this, and you know, throw him a comment and just tell him that it's very awesome that he would donate something like this and create something like this for me. And I really appreciate it. And just thank you, Dalton. I really appreciate it. It's very awesome of you. And I'm glad that I have inspired, you know, other people to collect. That's a very cool feeling. So that is going to be everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you check out Dmanswish in the links in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.